Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today is of course going to be the 2-month update. Why do I keep doing that? The 2-month update on my septum piercing. I just want to get one thing out of the way before anyone asks. No, I did not dye my hair brown underneath. These are just extensions under here that I just thought I would add for like a kind of like two-tone looking look. But no, I did not dye my hair because I know a lot of people were going to ask, so I just wanted to get that out of the way. But yeah, so today is going to be the 2-month update on my septum piercing. So I got it done on July 8th of this year, so 2 months ago now, because this is now September 8th. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of be going over, you know, what's been changing, how it's doing, things like that. So if you guys remember, a couple weeks ago, I believe it was, on my channel, I did do a video of me changing my septum for the first time and kind of like a mini update. That was around the 5-6 week mark, I believe it was. I'm not really sure. I suck at counting. Like, I'm just so bad with numbers, it's not even funny. But yeah, I did kind of give like a little mini update and just, you know, show me changing it and kind of just talking about how it was doing. And as you guys know, I had that really enormous circular barbell in, which was huge for my nose. Like it hung down pretty far on my face. So, and as you guys know, I really didn't like it. I was just not happy with it. I wasn't fond of the piercing because the way the jewelry made my nose look, so I just really didn't like it and I couldn't take it anymore, so I ended up changing it. And I ended up changing it to this little curved barbell right here, which is in fact an eyebrow ring. So it's the exact same one that I have in my eyebrow, I just have the little silver balls on it. So I did end up changing it to that, and ever since then things have been going absolutely perfect with my septum. As you guys know, if you remember from my 1-month update on my septum piercing, I talked about how, you know, I kept getting keloids and my nose was just super tender, and it was just giving me all kinds of problems. It was pierced way too low. For those of you who are wondering, I just want to get this out of the way as well. Yes, I was pierced in the very wrong spot of my septum. It was pierced incorrectly, and I wasn't necessarily given the right kind of jewelry for my septum either. So yeah, so a lot of people are like, oh, you know, you got it pierced in the totally wrong spot. Yes, I am well aware of that now, and I ended up you know, going to another piercer to get his advice, and he said, you know, it's really not a big deal. Yes, it was pierced a couple millimeters below where it was supposed to be, but if you want to change it, you can go ahead and use a curved barbell, and that would work great. And I was like, oh, that's interesting, so I ended up doing that, and it ended up working out absolutely perfect. So this is what my septum looks like now at the 2-month mark. So that's what it looks like on this side, and then that's what it looks like on this side. So yes, as you could see, I was still getting little irritation bumps on my nose. I do have one on this side. I don't know if you saw that, but I do have a little irritation bump still on both sides, but that's you know, not a big deal. They're not hurting me. I have an itch so bad on my nose. Hang on. I don't want to mess up. Have you ever had that where you just put on foundation and you just get the worst itch of your life on your nose? Totally just happened to me. I do still have little irritation bumps on both sides, but I'm taking care of that. I'm just continuing with my sea salt soaks, making sure everything goes a-okay with that. And other than that, like, my piercing's doing great. I have absolutely no tenderness right here anymore. Like, I can like move my nose and bump my nose and it's perfectly fine. At my 2-week update it was fine too, but then it just started to get worse. But ever since changing it, like, I can touch my nose, bump my nose, and there's no issue. The only place I really still have kind of tenderness is right here, right at the very bottom of it. So like right in this little area, but it's not as bad as it was. Like, I can totally like imitate a pig and it doesn't hurt at all, which before I couldn't even do that to my nose without my eyes just falling with tears. So yeah, it is doing much better now. I think it looks a lot better. It's a lot more flattering on my face because I do kind of have a long face, and to add a really long piece of jewelry there, it just wasn't really doing much for me. So yeah, I'm really happy with the way it looks now. The only issue I'm kind of having with it is, sorry, I have like a band-aid on my chest, I'm sorry. That looks really weird. The only issue I'm having with it is I'm noticing that it'll like stay like that, and I don't even notice it. Like, a couple days ago I filmed like 3 videos where it was just like this ball was like pushed all the way, and then I just had this little scraggler. So I'm having a hard time keeping it like straight, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to keep it like where it's at, and it's a 6mm bar, And so that's already pretty short, but I'm just trying to figure out how to get it to stay like that. So yeah, that's really the only issue I'm having with it. I'm still cleaning it maybe once a day with either sea salt or my Provon soap in the shower. I'm trying not to you know, move it as much because I do have a couple little irritation bumps, but I mean, they're not bugging me, and it's just from the movement of the jewelry, because your nose is kind of like a high traffic area, so when you're constantly like rubbing it and, you know, itching it and bumping it, it's like, you know, it's gonna cause little bumps. Like, that's just the fact of it. I am gonna keep it because I did talk about, I didn't know if I was going to take it out and get it redone or if I was going to keep it. Well, I have decided that I am going to keep it the way it is. I'm really happy with it now. I'm much happier with the way it looks. I don't know if I'll ever get like another ring for it or anything. Like, I really like the look of this, so I think I'm just gonna keep it like this for a while, but you know, we'll see. It doesn't hurt or anything. You know, I can rub my nose, plug my nose, blow my nose, things like that without hurting it. The only time it really did hurt is the other day I was playing with Jacko with a toy, and we were like playing tug of war, and I was pulling too close to my face, and he let go of the toy at the last minute, and it went boom right in my nose. So that kind of hurt, but other than that, it really doesn't hurt me. You know, I can do everything that I used to do without it hurting. It is still healing. It'll probably take a couple months for it to be like 110% healed, which, you know, is totally fine with me. For those wondering, I have 12 tattoos and 13 piercings now. Yes, I am still adding to my little collection, so in case any of you are wondering what future piercings I have, stay tuned for that, because it definitely will be on my channel when I do get those things, so make sure you always stay tuned for that. If you guys have any questions about, you know, your septum piercing or anything like that, how to clean it, I do have videos on that, so you can go ahead and click the link down in the description box of my piercings and tattoos playlist, and it'll take you to that playlist where everything and anything about my septum that I've already filmed will be in there. So make sure you go and check that out. That's it for this little 2-month update. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and be sure to share and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. But until then, I will see you guys very soon in my next video. Bye, guys!